The JVA Digital Fault Finder and Remote Control allows simple and reliable electric fence testing, fault finding, and Energizer control. The fence line communication technology allows you to arm and disarm your fence at any point along the fence line. This saves you time and money, as when you find a fault, there is no need to risk a shock trying to work on a live fence or having the cost of traveling back to the Energizer to switch it off to work on the fence. The JVA Remote Fault Finder uses the fence line to communicate through, so it does not require Wi-Fi or cellular signal, just the press of your button on your paired remote. We have here the JVA Fence Finder. It comes in a nice case. When you open it up, it's the remote one, a nice large screen, your on-off button to switch your Energizer on and off, and then the power button just to power it up. We have two terminals, the top terminal to test your voltage, and the lower terminal where you put it on if you want to switch it on and off and use it as a remote. It also comes with an earth lead. If you want absolute exact voltages, you are able to put the earth lead on the bottom and push it in. For myself though, I just prefer using it as an easy handheld test meter. Putting it on the fence, I apply the power. Putting it on over here, you can see nice and clear the voltage on the top and the amperage at the bottom. There's no error, so no problems here. Check the next wire. All is good. What we're going to do is we're going to down the fence line over there, ask Gavin just to put a fault on the fence. Showing over here, he's put a fault on this wire over here. Now it shows that the voltage has dropped right down and we've got 43 amps of fault to the right. So we know that we've got to walk that way down the fence line to go find the fault. And then if we want to switch it on and off, we want to fix that fault, I put it on the, and I just put it off, and now the fence is off. Now we can work on the fault, remove the fault. Gavin, can you remove the fault there? Fault is removed. Go back to the fence, arm the fence. Fence is now on, and now to test the voltage, 6,400 volts, little amperage, working beautifully. Here we have the latest JVA MB12. When I say the latest one, it's got the large screen with the remote compatible. We have the JVA remote compatible. I've removed it from the pouch. Remote unit. To program it, I take the terminal off the positive, put it on the terminal. First I apply power, put it on the terminal, and I push on twice. You hear a beep, it's now paired. Off. The unit has over 1 million codes inside, so the Energizer has now learnt this remote, and from now on this remote will work on the fence. It can only work on the fence if it's been placed on here and the button is pushed twice with on, then it learns it. Without it learning, it cannot be used, so it's very secure. Currently 5 kilometers from the Energizer on the farm. Here we have the buffalo being kept in by the JVA MB12. This fence is almost 8 kilometers long. We're currently at the 4.5k mark. Here we have the meter, we put it on there. We've got 6,500 volts on the fence and 0 amps. This shows that the fence is perfectly clean. If we had a fault on the fence, the amperage would be high, and if we did want to work on the fence, we would just switch the fence off. So at the 4 kilometer mark, we've been able to easily switch the fence off. We now have 0 volts. We can now touch the wire and work on the fence and perform any maintenance that's needed. There's a maintenance crew down there. We can perform maintenance, fix the fence, and then once the fence is fixed, all we need to do is put the remote back on. We've got 4,800 volts, 0 amps, 7 kilometers. I put this on here, and I put off, I put off, and I put off. So it's 7 kilometers. This is the first time I'm not getting it to switch off by just holding. And I put the earth lead on, and with the earth lead on, I put it on here and I push off, and I've now got 0 volts. So at the 7k mark, I needed an earth, and if you look at this fence, there are no earth wires in the fence. It's all live. So you're sitting with an all live fence, and with the earth connected, I'm getting it, and very dry ground. So we've got dry ground and live wires only. Put it back on here, and I push on, switch on. Sorry. There we go, back on.